needs it.
No.
You need it?
If it needs
I don't think most of them need it. I think the two items that are up for discussion are traffic rules and parking. If you happen to find something else in that article that,
Okay, but you want us to look at the whole thing. Look at it and make recommendations.
are you safety? Safety, right?
For now. Ask me in an hour and you might get a different.
It's not rules.
Okay.
Rules that set aside for themselves the responsibility for formatting and structure and accuracy and process, not content. So I don't know what else to do besides safety.
Okay, but you do want us to look at the whole thing, but we're to focus on the two things that you're discussing.
But in the form of direction to them, does the board feel that it wants to impose stricter parking regulations? Is that a direction we want to give to the safety committee? Maybe not what's here, but something about parking.
My personal view is no. I mean, unless Ray tells me it's a horrible problem, my answer is no, because our roads are, we haven't got a community wide space to begin with. And there's all sorts of issues at times that someone's going to have to park on the road. You mentioned getting together for gatherings of social people, weather.
We will rewrite road parking rules however you want it if we're given the proper direction. This was the compromise that we came up with because it addresses specifically the wiggle room. Does it create a problem? So today it doesn't, but tonight it might.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, Diane. Get a sense of what the board wants to suggest to you is the way they want to move.
Yeah.
And
Whatever way you want it, let me know.
What I'm hearing is there isn't much.
Well, like I said, I got two different directions.
I don't know where you got it from.
Well, one from Ray and one from Noel. Ray's was no parking, overnight parking, and Noel's was no parking.
I don't think either one of those is feasible.
No, I don't, we didn't think so either, but.
Or even the way we want to run the community.
I think we could certainly say no overnight parking on the main surface of the roadway, because people are supposed to have their boats on their private property. If it's on the easement, at least that's part of their plat.
Well, I think you could, what we could do, and I don't know whether this is feasible, but, I mean, we could allow someone to park overnight for a short period of time, like a couple days.
That's what I'm talking
Short of that, we could come, all right, well then if people want to have overnight parking, we could make them go to the office and get a sticker that you put in your window. That's what I have to do in my house in Old Town Alexandria. I have to go down to the courthouse and I have to get a sticker, and I can even buy one ahead of time and pay $1 for it and put it in the window. And it lasts for 24 hours or for whatever period it says on the sticker that it lasts. So sometimes it can last for a week. But they don't allow long-term 24-hour parking. So no one could put their boat out on the street for a month. So maybe we could come up with some sort of procedure like that.
Maybe we could just tell the general manager to use his discretion about problem parking situations.
And not rewrite it.
How will he enforce it?
At his discretion.
Have you gone to people, Ray, and said move it, and they didn't?
No.
No, they did not move it.
Yeah, repeated calls and notices.
Even if it's in our rules.
And see, my
then-
problem is that what, whether, as I said earlier, was it 2 feet too much, 3 feet too much?
Right.
Can you put it in the dead center? I mean, where do you draw the line? We've got to enforce your rules, we've got to have some clear direction.
Right.
And I'm sorry that. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that, why would we allow somebody to park their boat on the roadway if we have a boat parking facility?
I know the one, I know.
I mean, they can park it in their
Between
driveway.
Here in my house, there's one and it's out every single time. And you have to almost slam your brakes on if you're on that side of the road, not to hit the oncoming traffic to go around it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I
Every
mean,
time.
They
They
should
have a
either have to
steep
put it in their
driveway,
driveway.
they can't get that boat down in that driveway.
Well, then why can't they put it in the boat parking facility?
Pay for it.
Well, that, maybe they should have to pay for it. I mean, I thought they didn't have enough spaces there.
So is the problem boats?
That's what Ray said he
I
thought
think
was
it
the-
needs to say vehicles, and I say no overnight parking of any vehicles. Vehicles makes it broad. It's a boat, it's a camper, it's a car, it's a whatever. And that way you can enforce it as you wish to enforce it. If there's something parked out there, you can deal with it.
The roads are already very narrow, and adding to that just further, it is a safety issue. And an inconvenience.
Okay, so, Ray, would you be happy with that if, something about no overnight parking?
Yes.
And then you use it at your discretion. If you have something backing you up, then you use it.
Yes.
Okay?
And then he can send it to compliance if
Right,
somebody
right.
violates.
Because
And I guess that's a safety issue, so it's a citation, not a courtesy notice, because they can move it every time that it's a courtesy notice. Safety issue.
Okay, Diane, is that enough guidance for you to,
So if I understand, it's no overnight parking.
Nobody or.
nothing on the roadway
I
overnight?
would say no overnight vehicle parking.
That's
Okay.
the reason I think that's a vote. I really
Yeah,
think they don't understand.
Well, and-
One,
Well, whatever word
One
means
point.
everything.
the reason why we added or split up the two between guests and resident is one of our members specifically stated that if the rule didn't specifically apply to resident, her husband would ignore it. So that's why we split it up, so it applies to both residents and
Is he a
guests.
guest?
No, he's a resident.
It
But
says
if it didn't say that it applied to resident, he'd ignore it and do it anyway. That's why we split it up.
Well, I think you could have solved this by just saying property
One
owners,
sentence.
tenants of record, residing individuals, and their guests.
Good enough.
Visitors contract.
And do away with B, I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
do
that.
away with B.
Visitors, contractors, traders, services.
Yeah, because I hate to see the compliance committee trying to give tickets to homeowners because their guests didn't stop at a stop sign.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
Oh,
How about that?
Now you
that's
gotta fight
different.
me. If a guest goes to a stop sign,
boy.
citation goes to the resident, I think.
Um,
How do you control guests then?
You have to have accountability.
I just
well, that's
tell
what
them
the
all,
rules said.
25 miles an hour, or you never come.
Well, hopefully we won't get any.
Okay,
Have them towed.
so you know where you're going with this thing?
Yeah, I'll take a look at it, and I'll get it. We'll be done.
Tab 13, Dave?
Ron,
Yes.
are we expecting then to have a change to the article in the next meeting?
I'm expecting Noel to come back to me and tell me if she's ready.
Yes, so we need to get it all put together.
If, no, if she wants it in Article 5, she has to follow the procedure and get it signed off. It's a change to an article,
Sign up for,
the board members.
well, of course, it's gotta come back to the board. I mean,
Yeah.
I said I was expecting Noel to come to me and tell me when she wants it on the agenda.
Okay.
So we also have to look at the rest of Article 5.
We'll get there. won't we?